So now we win because they can't block all this. Plus the Haughty Djinn gets ridiculously more powerful. You get it. What's going on, YouTube? Achilles here, and today we're revisiting my mono blue tempo deck, and we're going to be trying out Roadside Blowout, which is a new card from Aetherdrift, and I feel like this card has a lot of potential, and the one thing that's holding it back is that it's a sorcery, not an instant, but I do believe this card could be very interesting, especially since we could discount it with Djinn and the Shoreless Sea, so we do have a couple of synergies with it, and we are just going to see how it works. The rest of the deck is your good old mono blue tempo deck where we play the really powerful threats such as the Djinn, Tolarian Terror, and the Crab. And some decks that are mono blue tempo sometimes play the Shoreless Sea or not, but we're going to be playing it just because it could get really insane when we tap out a mana completely and we could use a card such as Negate for free, and our opponent just does not see it coming. But let's get right into this list. We got 4 Opt, 4 Phantom Interference, 3 Steps Ahead, 4 Unsummon, 2 Curate, 4 Moment of Truth, 1 Negate, 3 Ephara's Dispersal, 1 Roadside Blowout, 2 Haughty Djinn, 1 Eluge, the Shoreless Sea, 2 Flow of Knowledge, 4 Tolarian Terror, 4 Eddymurk Crab, and 21 Islands. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and if you want to become a member, you can get early access to videos as well as member shoutouts. Let's get right into these games. We get to go first, and I like this hand. Opt and Moment of Truth as good starters for the deck, and Ephara's Dispersal as a defensive card, plus the Surveil 2 is super relevant. Since they're not doing much, the Opt is the card to play. We don't need another one of those. We have a Negate now, which is good, and another Opt. This is a really good hand. But maybe our opponent's playing something crazy, so we're going to find out. They're playing the Mirror Match? But now, you know, they're probably playing, I don't know, actually. They could be playing Oculus. Don't need that right now. Can't even use that anytime soon. But getting the extra land is good. What are they playing? Maybe it's an Omniscience deck. It has to be. Tolarian Terror might be cheaper. I literally just want to put all this pressure on them right now. Because now they gotta deal with my field with the mana they commit next turn, but then they have to deal with the ward. So they either have to deal with that, or I just beat them down. Hopefully they don't get Omniscience in the deck. I mean in the graveyard, and they do. Great. So now we gotta worry about that. But at the same time, we could always bounce back the Omniscience they make as a Ooh, we could just counter it now. Alright guys. We are okay. Forget everything I was rambling about. We should have the game. Because the Phantom Interference just seals the deal. Because they commit their mana to bringing back Omniscience, and then we just counter it. Unless they have a Spell Pierce with their 1 open mana. This is where it all comes down to. Do they have Spell Pierce? But at the same time, we have the mana to counter the Spell Pierce, so yeah, we're fine. And that's game. Alright, we get to go first. I don't know how I feel about this hand. I think I'm gonna mulligan. This is a little bit better. Keep this, put a Moment of Truth back in, and we will see what we could do. If we could discount both these cards, then that will be... Oh, just red deck. That'll be all we need. But first, we got to get there, especially with our opponent playing very aggressive. Let's see. Well, having the Unsummon now is definitely great. Double Heartfire here. Interesting. I think we'll just bounce that. Oh, really? What is this deck they're playing? Just keep trying to discount these two cards. We'll put both of these in there to make it possible. So now this will be an overwhelming force they have to deal with. Hopefully we just we draw something that's not a land next turn, and we can really get going with that. But right now, not worried. Interesting. We'll do that, because now if they want to block, they have to use their Heartfires, maybe. In theory. We'll see. Oh, that's good. We'll keep that. Since we have all this pressure on, we're just gonna throw it at him. Now with Haughty Djinn, it's really gonna guarantee that we got a lot of pressure. What are they trying to accomplish? They have an army. A literal army of creatures. I'm gonna have to try to get rid of that. Oh, this is nice. I'm going for it, guys. Because now if they try to swing out, and if they don't have anything to pump up their creatures or whatever, then I'm going to have a lot of cards they have to block next turn. So we're definitely going to just put that unlock and a goblin, so now they can either do 3 damage, which they are. Not gonna do that. Okay. Oh, that's definitely a great card to draw for us. So now we win because they can't block all this. Plus the Haughty Djinn gets ridiculously more powerful. You got it. Nice sleeves. Very fancy, actually. what are they playing though, guys? We're gonna find out. And depending if they do something or not is if I'm gonna use Phantom Interference or Moment of Truth. We're trying to ramp up, and the problem with that card is that thing could exile cards in graveyards, I believe. Yeah, so we don't want that to resolve because that'll only hurt our game plan. So we just play reactive with all these cards and just see what they do. Moment of Truth. Okay, we don't need neither of those, but do we really need another Tolarian Terror? Of course we do. Worst case scenario, I flash in the crab. I mean, it's not the worst case, but I mean, I do want to discount it a lot more. But that's fine. Here it comes. This will only make her Tolarian Terror more cheap. Don't need that. Sure, why not? Let's go for the swing first before we make our next move, depending on what they do as well. There's that. I'm gonna play this now. So I am gonna keep that because now I could have the Unsummon as well to use with Tolarian Terror if I need to, of course, but all depends on what they do. Best case scenario for them, they try to board wipe and I'll just bounce Tolarian Terror. Yeah, that's a move. What are they gonna play? Something over the top, of course. That'll do the trick. Yeah, we're gonna bounce that right now. And then on top of that, let's bring you back to the hand too. So now we're going to make them feel a little pressured where they're going to commit their mana to one of those creatures and then have like 1 or 2 mana open. Like that, for example, and then we just Ephara's Dispersal. And we should be okay, because we have 3 steps ahead on our side. Nice. Owen goes first. I'm going to keep this. We might regret it, but now that I have the Moment of Truth in our hand, I think we're okay. If you don't open up with like Moment of Truth, Opt, even Ephara's Dispersal is a good one. It's just you want to be able to get not lands, your instants and or sorceries in the deck. Most of the case in this deck it's instant. Well then, we definitely have to counter that. Card's insanely powerful. And as much as I want to go for the Haughty Djinn now, I'm gonna just play reactive, stopping everything they do. Like that, for example. So now we're gonna play this. I know they probably could remove it. Let's see. That's fine. I think we just set up for Tolarian Terror instead. Oh, this is a hard choice, guys. Alright, so with this, at least we could unsummon it. If they try to pay the ward cost, they're going to probably waste their whole turn. Really? Okay. Wasn't thinking about that, but at least we could do that. Good old Shouldered's Edict, huh? What a power play. Although, you know what? If they commit again to the Archfiend, I could just bounce, swing, bounce, swing. They have another Edict! That is crazy. Our opponent is literally ready for everything. It's fine, guys. I have an angry Eddymurk Crab coming their way. Unfortunately, we draw a land, which is something we didn't want to draw, but it's okay. That's a Bloodletter. Bounce back that. It's an Eluge. That's good, but it's gonna push us over the top. Probably not. We're gonna scare him with our one island, making it seem like it's a counter, but they go for another Bloodletter. Who cares? Okay, not looking too hot, guys. But the good thing is they have to block one of these or they're going to lose the game. Which will guarantee our survival for another turn. And the best they could probably do is... Really? Oh, guess we won. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Tell me what you think of the deck in the comments section down below. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day. My closing thoughts with this deck is that next time around I might put this to 2 or 3 because it's just a really good card to try out. Although, like I said, it being a sorcery could definitely be bad for certain situations. But with all the aggro decks, you could probably play this for 1 mana, especially on curve with you know, them going like Heartfire Hero or something. But very good card, try it out. It draws a card, it replaces itself at the cost of it just being a sorcery. But I like this card and I'm going to try to fit it into more decks and even more copies in this one. Hope everyone has a great day. Take care.